Welcome to the Phonics Party!
Hello, readers, and welcome to Lesson R.
We're so excited to read with you today.
Now we're going to practice our letter keyword sound cards with Miss Liz.
Make sure to repeat when you see Decoda talking. A, apple, A. B, boat, B. C, cat, K. D, dog, D. E, egg, E. F, fish. G, gorilla, G. H, hat, I, igloo, I. J, jet, J. K, kite, K. L, lion, L. M, muffin, M. N, nest, N. O, octopus, ah. P, pig, P. Q, U, queen, Qu. R, rainbow, R. S, snake, S. T, turtle, T. U, umbrella, V, vase, V. W, wind, W. X, fox, X. Y, yellow, Y. Z, zebra, Z. Now it's time for our vowel extensions. Watch as Decoda stretches out our vowel sounds.
Let's practice our vowel extensions together. Ready? A, apple, A. E, egg, E. I, igloo, I. O, octopus, ah. U, umbrella, It's time for our visual drill. In this drill, you're going to see a letter on the screen, and we're just going to make the sound of that letter. Let's try it together.
G. K. T. J. D. K. B. I.
It's time for our auditory kinesthetic drill.
Get your giant pencils ready. P says P. J says J. B says B. K says K. U says Ahoy, readers! It's time to jump aboard our sailboat and practice some blending. B. G. Bug. L. I. lip. K, ab, cab.
It is now time for our letter and sound of the day.
It's time for our deep dive into letter R. Do you remember this letter keyword sound card? R, rainbow, R. Here's our uppercase R and our lowercase r. All right, let's practice saying the letter and the sound together. R says R. Let's say it together. R says R. Okay, your turn all by yourself. One more time. You got it. R says R. We know that rainbow starts with the R sound. Let's explore some other objects that start with the R sound. Here's Decoda's treasure chest. Decoda likes to keep all of her special things inside. To open the treasure chest, let's say the magic words. R says R. Okay, your turn. I wonder what's inside. There's a rabbit, rain, a rattle, a ring, and a rocket. All of these words start with the R sound. Remember, R says R. Rabbit starts with the R sound. Rain starts with the R sound. Rattle starts with the R sound. Ring starts with the R sound. And rocket starts with the R sound. I'm going to say all of our words. Rabbit, rain, rattle, ring, rocket. It's your turn to say our words. Great job, readers. It's time for one of our favorite activities, skywriting.
We are going to turn our arms into a giant pencil and write our letters in the sky. But before we do that, we have to warm up our pencils.
We're ready to skywrite.
What about Decoda?
Decoda!
Are you ready to skywrite? All right. Okay, readers, let's take out our arm and let's turn it into a pencil, okay? We're gonna stretch it out. Let's take our 2 fingers and make a nice strong point to our pencil. Okay, looking great. It's time for us to stretch. Okay, let's take that pencil and stretch it over our head. Good, give it a good stretch. Okay, let's try with our other arm. Oh, stretch, stretch, stretch. Nice job. Okay, let's take our pencil across our bodies. Great. And then let's take our other arm across our bodies and stretch, stretch, stretch. Nice job. Let's go up with our pencils and down with our pencils. Okay, last, let's do some jumping jacks. We're going to do 3 jumping jacks. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I think we're ready to skywrite.
Are your giant pencils ready? Point them at the letter R on the screen. Find the number 1, and we're going to draw our first line down to follow that arrow, and go right back up to find number 2 for our very teeny tiny small curved line. Okay, let's try it one more time. Point your pencil at number 1 and draw your line down, and then go right back up to find number 2 for that small curved line. Okay, now we are going to practice saying R says R as we skywrite. Make sure your giant pencils are pointed at the screen. Okay, let's skywrite and say R says R. Okay, one more time. R says R.
If you would like to practice making more of your letters with a real pencil, now would be a great time to pause the video and take out your handwriting workbook.
Now it's time to review the red words that we've already learned. When you see the red word appear on the screen, we'll read it together. Bus. Red. with. You. In. See. Yellow. Put. Want. Said.
Let's learn some new red words. Remember, red words are words that don't always follow the rules. Hi, readers. We have 4 new red words for today. We have 2 regular red words and we have 2 read-only red words. Are you ready to get started? Okay, let's take a look. Our first red word for today is the word see. Let's listen for the word see in my sentence. I can see the bird in the tree. Did you hear it? Let's try it again. I can see the bird in the tree. Awesome. Let's practice reading and spelling the word see. Here we go. See. S-E-E-C. All right, let's try it again. See. S-E-E-C. Okay, one last time, all on your own. See. Nice job, readers.
Okay, get your giant pencils and point them at the screen and let's skywrite the word see. S-E-E-C.
Our next red word for today is the word stop. Can you see the word stop next to me? Let's listen for the word stop in my sentence. The car will stop at the end of the street. Did you hear it? Let's listen for it one more time. The car will stop at the end of the street. All right, let's practice reading and spelling the word stop. All right, here we go. Stop. S-T-O-P. Stop. Let's try it again. Stop. S-T-O-P. Stop. Okay, now it's your turn. Stop. Nice job, readers.
Okay, get your giant pencils ready again and point them at the screen and let's skywrite the word stop. S-T-O-P. Stop.
All right, our first read-only red word for today is the word blue. Can you see the word blue next to me? Let's listen for the word blue in our sentence. The water at the beach was blue. Did you hear it? Let's listen again. The water at the beach was blue. Awesome. We don't need to know how to spell the word blue just yet, but when you see it in your stories, you can now read blue. All right, our next read-only red word is the word eek. It's kind of a silly one. It's more of a sound word, right? Okay, let's listen for the word eek in my sentence. Eek! There's a spider! Did you hear my read-only red word eek? I'm sure you did. Let's listen for it one more time. Here we go. Eek! There's a spider! All right, readers, you did such a nice job today with your red words. Remember, you don't need to be able to spell the word eek at this time. But when you see it in your stories, you can read it. Eek! Great job.
It's time to put together everything we've learned and read. Our decodable reader today is called Rob and the Rat. Remember, when you see the red and green words appear on the next slide, you can press pause to read on your own and press play when you're ready to hear the story read aloud. Rob and the Rat. Mom said, "Eek! I see a rat." Rob said, "I want the rat. I like it." Mom said, "No, I want the rat to go." Rob said, "I will get the rat a blue hat." I got a blue hat for the rat. Rob put the blue hat on the rat. Mom said, "I like the blue hat on the rat." You've finished our activities for the letter and the sound of the day, so now it's time to go into Dakota's doghouse and find and color in the matching picture. You did such a great job today, readers.
We hope you take some time and read some of our favorite stories with our letter and sound of the day.
It's time to say goodbye, Decoda. Come on. Bye, friends.
Bye.
See you next time. If you had fun with Decoda today, like this video and subscribe for more.